Shot Glass. The title of the record. Why do we title this record Shot Glass? Because of the concept of the song, for one. But also, for me, I love this song with a passion. Tony Lane is my ultimate songwriting hero. There's not a better writer. In my book, there's not a better writer than Tony Lane. That guy he's just the ultimate. The way he phrases things, the way that he'll hold a word, and he'll wait, and then here comes a word. And his timing and his cadences are just like I said, he'll hold that word and then just bam, he hits you with it. And you're like, how does that guy do that? Letters from Home, Run, Little Past Little Rock. I mean, that's the main song that you think of. I'm a little past Little Rock. It's like, instead of I'm a little past Little Rock, it just holds the word and then just slams it with it. I love Tony. Tony Lane wrote this song with Brett James. And when I first started coming up to Nashville and working with my manager, Scott Gunner, yes, I am going to throw you under the bus, sir. Yeah, he's flipping me off. Can't see that on camera. When I first started coming up here, there's nobody that ever gave me a shot like Scott Gunner did. So put your middle finger down, Scott. Nobody on this planet that ever gave me even a look at being a songwriter or an artist like Scott did. And he put me in with some of the best people on the planet. I owe everything I have to that man right there. But I'm gonna throw him under the bus with this story. He knew I was a big Tony Lane fan because of he explained everything about Tony. I became a fan because when I first came up here, it was 2015. I drove my truck. I had a 95 GMC that I had in college. I drove it from Lubbock, Texas, all the way up to here just to have a meeting with Scott in person because he's who I wanted to work with. I wanted this. He sent me home with I don't even know if you remember this, but he sent me home with it was a disc, a self-made disc that he just burned off his CD that was nothing but Tony Lane demos and Tony Lane songs. And he goes, you want to be a songwriter, you listen to this. And I put it in my truck and I listened to it all the way home. And I fell in love with Tony Lane, fell in love with his writing, his phrasings, everything. So Scott, like when Tony would write a new song, you know, it goes through the wheelhouse when it gets pitched. It goes through everybody. And it went over and Scott got a hold of it. He sent it to me. And he was like, hey, check this out. It's Tony's new song. And I was like, oh man, hell yeah. Listened to it and I went, that's a song. That's incredible. That is amazing. And I asked him, I said, man, what are the odds of us being able to put that on hold and we cut it? And he goes, never gonna happen. And I went, he goes, man, it's gotta go through everybody. It's gotta go through Blake Shelton. It's gonna get pitched from the top down. It's gonna go through Blake Shelton, it's gonna go through Tim McGraw, it's gonna go through Strait, it's gonna go through all these hits, Chris Young, it's gonna go through everybody. It's never gonna make it to you. Someone's gonna pick it up. Someone's gonna be smart enough to pick it up. Nobody was. 3 years. Well, no, I guess it was probably about a year and a half to 2 years after I heard that song for the first time. We were going in with Brett Beavers. Brett Beavers produced Dierks Bentley's first 3 records. And I love Brett. I love those records. Those 3 records are one of the biggest reasons I'm the songwriter I am, and the artist I am. 16-year-old me driving around listening to Dierks' first 3 records, like, dude, that was my anthem. So, getting to work with Brett Beavers, like I'd written with him a few times, it was something I was really looking forward to. It was a high honor, and we were trying out producers. Brett was one of them, so we took 3 songs to him. We had the first 2 because I'd written them with Brett. We went in and we cut them. In fact, one of them is Burning at Both Ends. I wrote that with Brett Beavers. We recut it with Bart, Butler, and Gore later. But the 3rd song Scott goes, we need an outside song. I want it to be a song that you haven't written. We need to try an outside song. Okay. Well, let's look back through the catalog and you reach out and see what there is. And he goes, is there anything that you want to do? And I was like, what you know about shot glass? And he goes, I can reach out, but I doubt it. I was like, all right. So he goes through his channels, and I think it was probably about a week later, maybe 2 weeks later, he sent me a text and he goes, well, I don't know how, but it's available. And I went, money, man, come on. I love Chris Oldsmith for that. And Nate as well. Brett James's publisher. And they allowed me to have this song and go in, and we went in and cut it with Brett and with OB. And man, dude. We cut in, it's a studio called Ocean Way, which is an old church. And when you go in there and you walk in, you're literally walking into a church and you're like, well, this is gonna sound great. We had Paul Franklin on steel on it, and old Jimmy Carter on bass, man. And I think we had Evan Hutchins on drums, and Evan drummed on my self-titled record. And he's starting to drum on some other projects we got going on in the future. But this song, man, I just knew what I knew what I wanted it to be, and I knew what it needed to be. It needed to speak, because the lyrics on its own, they speak for themselves. But I wanted this song to live and breathe. And we went in, and man, we cut the hell out of it. And I went, this song is so big that it doesn't just need to make a record. It needs to beat the record. Because the concept behind the song is you're sitting there and you take a shot. And if you've ever taken a shot, which I've probably taken enough for all of you watching in my day, you take a shot, you sit there and you reflect on everything. And you're getting hit with memories left and right, things that you've forgotten about that have been a part of you growing up, been a part of making you who you are. And you're hit with these memories, and you sit back and you're like, man, how did all that fit into a shot glass? So we took that and we made this the concept of the record, in the sense of all 11 of these songs are a reflection of who I am, where I've been for the last 4 years since we dropped my first self-titled record, my growth as a man and as a songwriter. And all 11 of these songs, when you listen back to this record, what I'm hoping for is you go, man, how did all that fit into a shot glass?